Here are 3 secrets only lawyers know. First, perfectly matching stories can be a sign of guilt.
We tried to see the new Batman at 10:05, but it was sold out. So we went to the Taste of LA festival instead. That's when we came home and found our parents.
When stories match word for word, lawyers think they're rehearsed. Real memories from 2 different people will always have slight differences.
No, wait. It was Superman, not Batman.
These 2 are in trouble. They'll need the second secret, which is even sneakier. Strategic honesty can help a lawyer win their case.
So you don't know what happened to your parents, but you were caught breaking into a house when you were a kid, right?
Yeah, I feel terrible and I really regret it.
By admitting the smaller mistakes, juries are more likely to believe the defendant when they talk about more serious issues.
Does this really work?
Yes, believe it or not, that's just the beginning. Because the third secret is that juries are extremely biased. Lawyers spend countless hours researching jurors' backgrounds for bias. For example,
Jury number 3 is a huge Taylor Swift fan. Got it. So after blasting some Taylor Swift, I came home and called the cops.
studies show that your hobbies, job, and even your favorite TV shows can cause you to have bias when on a jury.
Not guilty!
The trial just started.
3 psychology hacks from a lawyer.
When several people are laughing, every person looks at the person he or she likes the most. See what I mean?
If you think someone's interested in you, here's a little trick. Yawn.
If you think someone is watching you, here's a little trick. Yawn. If they yawn too, you know they're watching you. See what I mean?
Look at people's feet.
If they turn their feet towards you, it means they're interested. See what I mean?
Don't let karate land you in prison. There's only so much you can do before self-defense becomes assault and battery. Some states require you to retreat the moment you can safely do so.
Try to dodge this! Ha! You dead meat!
Oh, hell no!
Ugh!
Other states don't make you retreat, but they all require your response to be reasonable and proportionate to the threat.
No mercy! Ah! My leg!
Remember these tips, young grasshoppers. Minding your business and getting money from a semi-truck accident is more complicated than you think. So buckle up and find out why. Big rigs usually cause big injuries, and you can probably sue more than the driver. But you need a good lawyer to determine the cause of the accident. That way your case won't get totaled. Do's and don'ts. When you get arrested, do invoke the fifth. Do not speak with the cops. Do make sure you get your 3 calls within 3 hours of getting arrested. Don't waste those calls. Am I caller number 23?
Mike, you should be calling a lawyer.
Do call a lawyer, bail bonds, or someone close to help. Do not think your calls are private. Everything is recorded, and do wait to talk to your attorney in person. Here's what to do if you get hurt in someone's home. To sue, you must prove that the danger could have been expected. For example, it's expected that someone would walk through a glass door without some sort of handle or other marking. So these structures must be labeled properly to avoid these sutures. Otherwise, you and your lawyers will get the dub, just like me. If you have basic or trash insurance and this happens to you, you might be... Having the right insurance isn't sexy, but it's worth it. Because if the driver has no insurance or trash insurance, you might be stuck with all the bills.
Counsel, please state your appearances for the record.
Your Honor, I'm Legal Eagle, and I have over 2 million YouTube subscribers, and I'm the #1 lawyer online.
Your Honor, I'm Law by Mike, and I have over 6 million followers on TikTok, and I'm the #1 lawyer online.
The court does not recognize YouTube or TikTok, counsel. I'm on Twitter.
Black Widow is suing Disney over her new movie. What if I was ScarJo's lawyer? Multi-billion-dollar company Disney leaked that she was paying $20 million for her role to make her seem greedy and unsympathetic to the pandemic. But wouldn't you feel shortchanged if 23 largely male-led movies in the Marvel Universe were released without a problem? A contract is still a contract, and Disney broke their promise to debut only in theaters. Yeah, some people only feel safe streaming right now, but no doubt more people would have gone to the theaters if they couldn't stream it. In fact, other celebs are thinking about suing Disney. Who's in the right here? Let me know who you want to win in the comments below.
How to win an argument without saying a word. Don't say a word. Allowing people to run their mouth gets the info you need to win the argument.
You took my hairbrush. No, I didn't. How am I supposed to know when the restroom's so messy?
Silence is uncomfortable, so people fill the quiet by spilling the beans. So when you have the choice, don't raise your voice and let them make the noise.
Everyone out of the car. Even the passengers? Quick legal tip. Just because you called shotgun doesn't mean you get a free pass. In a valid traffic stop, cops have authority over everyone, not just the driver. And you must comply with reasonable requests for our safety. But don't forget your rights. Ask if you're free to go. If they say yes, calmly leave. If they say no, repeat after me. I invoke the fit, and I want to speak to a lawyer.
Should you tell your lawyer that you're guilty? Well, your lawyer will most likely never ask you that. But whatever they do ask you, be truthful.
There's this thing called attorney-client privilege. Basically, it means whatever you tell your lawyer, they can't repeat it.
Unless you're talking about committing a future crime or covering up an old one.
So if your lawyer asks you questions, be honest. They're on your side. Those other guys, not so much.
When you say, we only get paid if you win, they hear, I'm going to win. When they say, hey, what do you do for work? You say, oh, I'm a lawyer. They hear, he'll answer all my legal questions. Only answering them on the gram.
I won't do it. Hear ye.
Please, landlord, could you just fix my heater?
Upon thee.
Some things your landlord has to fix. A broken heater in the winter can lead to illness. A broken window can lead to burglaries. In these cases, you may be able to withhold rent or deduct repair costs from it. But make sure to check your state's tenant remedies to see if you can. Hi, I'm Mike. Do I have consent to shake your hand, my lady? No, I haven't seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but I have studied Brown vs. the Board of Education. Do you find me attractive? Remember, you're under oath. Should we order in the court? Are you sure you should have another glass of wine? You're driving. The legal limit in this state. I hope you don't mind. I'm keeping minutes of the meeting. I don't Netflix and chill as much as I Netflix and meticulously assess my options, carefully plan out an airtight strategy using my expertise. Wait, where are you going? Roses are red, violets are blue. You stole my heart, so now I'm going to sue you. I got you a bear.
Aw, thanks.
I also wrote you a poem. You make my heart dance. I'll follow you forever like an ambulance.
Where's the food?
I know we've only been dating for a month, but
What are you doing?
I'm ready for the life sentence.
Oh, Mike, no. Are you okay?
It's because of the bear.
What?
You've had your paws on each other since you met.
The stuffed animal?
Give him back.
What?
Give him back.
No.
Restraining order. I'm giving him a restraining order. Give him back. Looks like someone took away Kanye's social media. He just deleted and apologized for his public outbursts against Kim and Pete. But not before we caught a glimpse of Kim's genuine concern. What if Kanye continues to harass Keith? Well, what if I was Kim's lawyer? First, I'd ask Kim to assess the harm that Kanye is causing. Remember, we're in the middle of a divorce settlement. It might be better to finalize it ASAP before anything else. If she decides that Kanye's public posts are threatening towards her or cause harm, then we'll probably ask the court for an emergency order to block Kanye from discussing his family matters. Of course, the amount of action we can take depends on how far Kanye takes his behavior. Here's hoping he quits harassment for good and goes with a smooth divorce. Follow me if you want all the legal updates with Kimye and Keith. How skipping school could land your whole family in jail. First, most schools require you to be in attendance a minimum number of days per year. All right, class, let's take attendance. Billy? Where's Billy? Yep, that's his last absence before.
Ooh, sorry, I'm late. I missed the bus.
Too bad, you're expelled.
What? You can't.
Well, technically you can because of truancy.
What's truancy?
Just a fancy word for missing a certain amount of days without a valid excuse. And missing the bus isn't a good excuse.
Oh, come on. I missed a few classes. So what? It's not like they're actually going to send me to jail.
In some states, missing just 3 classes could give your school's vice principal or truancy officer authorization to give you a ticket.
Oh, no, not a ticket.
Or make you appear in court.
Appearing in court. Oh, whatever.
Or arrest you during school hours and take you before a judge.
Yeah, well, at least the consequences of my actions only affect me.
Some states even have laws that hold your parents accountable for truancy. They can receive fines or even jail time.
What?
A girl in Colorado spent a month in a detention center for missing 43 days, and her parents were sent to jail for 10 days and paid a fine. Look, kid, you missed the bus. I'll let it slide, but don't let it happen again.
Yeah, I'll make sure my bus doesn't come 20 minutes early next time.
Thank you.
A lawsuit is claiming Skittles are actually bad for you.
and not just for your waistline.
Does tasting the rainbow cause cancer? Skittles is being sued for having a toxin in their rainbow candy. It's called titanium dioxide, and it gives Skittles that bright color. It's banned in several countries. Basically, the FDA of Europe concluded it's not safe and has the ability to damage your DNA and may cause cancer. Skittles responded as expected. Basically, it's legal in the US and we complied with the FDA. Some people say the US puts business over people's safety, acting only after there's been harm, while other countries act to prevent harm. Do you agree? Crazy lawsuit in the news today. Never mind. Nirvana's best-selling album is now at the center of a new lawsuit. The baby on the cover is 30-year-old Spencer Elden, and he's suing the band for using his image without his consent. Elden claims that the image exploited him, and he suffers lifelong distress as a result. However, some attorneys speculate that the case will be dismissed because Elden previously enjoyed and profited from the fame, and the evidence of exploitation is weak. What are your thoughts? Tell me who you think should win in the comments. 3 banned items found by airport security. First are ninja climbing claws.
All right, I'm just gonna take a look. Are these ninja climbing claws?
Yes, aren't they awesome?
Yeah, so awesome. But you can't take these on. You gotta go back and check them.
Okay, I'll take the shortcut. Next, a passenger was stopped by TSA for carrying a cannonball.
Is this an old bowling ball with no holes?
No, my friends and I are Civil War reenactors. I told them I'd bring a real cannonball.
Sorry. A historical weapon is still considered a weapon, and it's not allowed on flights.
Next is the craziest item of them all that a passenger tried to bring on a Miami flight.
Is this a bag of eels? Ah!
Eels, plus hundreds of tropical fish. I thought fish were perfectly fine to bring on board.
Usually, but wild fish? There's like 100 fish in here. That's not allowed.
Oh no, what am I going to tell my kids when I come home without any gifts?
Well, either way, you're under arrest.
You can't do that.
You're right.
Is throwing snowballs illegal?
Actually, it is sometimes. Some towns outright ban snowball fights.
And throwing a hunk of ice and rock with the intent of hurting someone is just straight up assault and battery.
You may also be responsible if you hit a stranger or damage property. But a standard snowball fight in most places is usually legal, because in a consensual snowball fight, soft snow usually poses a low risk.
Plus, the participants typically assume the risk and do not have the intent to harm someone.
I brought you frankincense. Thank you. And I brought you myrrh. Thank you. Murder. Dude.
If you're being cyberbullied, do this. Number 1, don't retaliate. Bullies want you to react, so don't if you want them to stop. Number 2, if they won't quit, block and report them. If their behavior goes against community guidelines, their account could be taken down. Number 3, screenshot everything. If the harassment's gone too far, your school, work, or even the police may be able to intervene. Don't be afraid to report it if your safety's at risk. Share this video with someone it could help. This is how you talk to the cops when you get arrested.
You fool, you're letting the real criminal get away!
You know the real criminal? What, you guys were working together?
No, I just know it's not me.
Because you know your accomplice is still out there?
You're twisting my words!
Duh, anything you say can and will be used against you. The only thing you should say is, I invoke the 5th and I want a lawyer. Then shut up.
Dad, this is very bad. I don't know how they found me where I was.
Ooh, that's gonna sound like a confession in court.
I'm just scared. I don't know how you think I'm the suspect. I wasn't even in the area.
Haven't you learned it doesn't matter what you mean, it matters what you say, and a phone call in jail will likely be recorded unless it's to your lawyer. Look, at this point, you should just confess. Yeah, if you admit guilt, we'll get you out of here sooner.
Fine, whatever. I just want to go home.
Psych, we don't decide your fate. Probably won't be great, though, now that you said you're guilty. Ha ha. For the love of God, do not do anything without speaking to a lawyer first. This is what to say when the cops say, you're under arrest. Repeat after me. I want to speak to a lawyer immediately. Then say, I invoke the 5th. Now stop talking, not a single word more until your lawyer gets there. Turn to your right. Anything you say can and will be used against you, so keep your mouth shut. And definitely don't sign anything without your lawyer present. And watch the phone line. A call to your lawyer is kept private, but if you call anyone else, the cops will listen and use whatever you say as evidence.
I don't know, Mike. Giving away all these legal tips for free sure does feel illegal.